All right. Well, good morning, everyone. It is another fantastic Monday morning here at Health Plan Markets. Thank you guys very much for being on the call live. It is 9:01 and we're ready to rock and roll. Thank you for your patience with getting set up here. All right. We are here to improve the lives of our community with affordable healthcare. Thank you for being a part of that mission. And thank you for being here live on the call. We are streaming this live on YouTube as well, in case that's an easier, better, or faster way for you to get this information, as much as we want to keep you up to date and keep everybody rolling, moving, and grooving. So with that, as we normally do, we want to keep one foot in the classroom and the other one in the field at all times. So I'm going to share my screen and give you guys the latest and greatest when it comes to training and getting you guys rolling here for 2025. So here we go. Okay, in HQ, we've got some updates here. The AEP contest, we've been getting a lot of questions about it, so I wanted to point out that I wrote a quick, amazing blog here. Just an update that explains, the point system, how it works, and just a reminder on how everything goes here for the AEP contest. It does look like we are going to Colombia this year, so that is a thing. Very excited about that. So, if you need some additional details, all of the AEP contest update is here, and I did a quick video here as well. So just so you know what's going on. Down in learning, we've got the training calendar, so we're going to click that, and we should be able to pull up the training for the week. I like to do the week view, makes it a lot easier. If you're in the Orlando market, Freedom and Simply will be in the office today from 10 to 1. So stop in and make sure that you check in with those folks in case you have any questions, comments, or rude remarks for them. They will be here in person to make sure that you've got everything that you need, okay? So with that, later today at 4 o'clock, we've got Cigna coming in, or that's a virtual one for military health benefits and Medicare Advantage. That's at 4 o'clock today. Moving over to Tuesday, the 14th, Cigna's got open office hours from 9:30 to 10:30. There's a training for SEP changes on Tuesday at 10 o'clock. Remember what I mentioned earlier or last week is SEP is the name of the game. You've got to master SEPs. Find that election period is the name of the game when you talk to people. Also at 2 o'clock on Tuesday, you've got United doing their CSNP training. Moving over to Wednesday, our very own Al Clancy is available for a virtual coffee and chat from 9:30 to 10:30. He is your coach. He is the one that's going to help you in case you get lost, confused, or don't know next steps. Cigna's also doing an LIS training at that time at 9:30. So if you need to bone up on your LIS, there it is. Aetna's got some retail marketing opportunities. There's an overview of that on at 10 o'clock on Wednesday as well. Our contracting team is available for virtual office hours at 11. United's doing their Medicare Advantage open enrollment training. Again, more OEP training, more SEP training to get familiar with that if you need it. And then our ancillary products, we've been talking about the ancillary products, the hospital indemnity products. How can you make your clients stickier on your book of business? How can you create more revenue with the same book? This is how you're going to do it. Golden Rule is a fantastic product. We've got lots of different ancillary products to help you create that retention for your members, and then also, continue to make additional money. Some of these agents are earning another $20,000, $30,000 a year just by adding an additional product during that conversation with their clients. So that's at 12 o'clock on Wednesday. And then also on Wednesday, we've got Humana OEP Basics. Again, another great OEP. Cigna OEP training at 4 o'clock. On Thursday, we've got WellCare coming in. They're going to be coming in from 9 to 11 on Thursdays here. Florida Blue, Medicare on the Medigap training, MedSup trainings. As you know, Florida Blue have sent out some commission changes. We're going to talk about that today, and what that means for you. But there are significant opportunities on the SUP side. We want to make sure that you guys are aware of that as well. Also, United is doing their DSNP training, and that's at noon on Thursday. HQ is back up, so this portal system that we've got rolling that I'm sharing with you right now, if you don't have it, you need it, or you want a tour of it, or you need some guidance on it, we have a team member available 3 o'clock on Thursdays. You can jump on that training and we'll take care of you there. Friday, we've got What About HPM Shop with Tom Ryan. If you have any questions about the enrollment platform, or if you're new to it, Tom's available from 9:30 to 10:30 there. Cigna, another OEP training. Lots of OEP trainings this week. We're still early in that season. So, if you're a little lost, confused on what to do, this is a good opportunity for you to do that. And then lastly, on Friday at 3 o'clock, you've got United doing 3 times to remember your why and deliver more value. I'm a big fan of value, bringing value to your clients. One of the reasons why we mentioned United, they did a really good job on that as well. So that is the training for the week. Things are starting to pick up when it comes to trainings and opportunities to learn. Remember, this is a business that you must continue to learn in. You must be a lifelong learner to be a lifelong earner. So please remember that. You've got to learn to earn, and this is one way to do it. Please show up to these trainings. If you're going to sign up, go. It's important. If you're not going to do it, don't sign up, because these people are waiting for you. They have other things to do if you're not going to show up. So I think it's really, really important that, you place some emphasis on training as we continue to rock and roll throughout OEP. All right. With that, I have sent out a survey, a feedback form that we are needing some attention on from you. So in the chat here, I am going to leave the link. If you don't mind, I would very much appreciate it if you take our feedback, our survey here. It's a very quick survey. We need to know what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong, what you're looking for 2025. Because we can make assumptions all day on like what to deliver for you, but I would rather ask you, how are we doing as an agency? How will we, what things are missing? What ideas do you have to improve our service to you? And let us know what we're doing right. I'm the one that Rosie's asking who's reading the survey. I'm reading the survey. I'm reading the survey and I'm sharing the results with the entire team. It is anonymous. You don't have to put your name on it. There's no place to put your name on it. So it's completely anonymous. If you really want to share, your name, that's fine. You're more than welcome to. I'm sure there's a couple spots where you can put your name in and fill it in if you want to. But if you want to remain anonymous, there is no tie back to you. There's no email or anything like that. Just take the survey. It takes less than 3 minutes, I think. And your feedback is our world. It's not just important. It's how we live, breathe, and will die unless we get the feedback that is necessary from you. So I really appreciate everyone taking 3 minutes of their life here, today, and just take that survey and give us some feedback and let us know how we're doing, how we're, if we're messing up, tell us how we're messing up and so we can address those things. I do not like operating in the dark. I don't like to make guesses. I want to be able to serve you the way that you want to be served. And to make sure that we're going the right way, because, there's a lot of assumptions in this business, but, to get real live feedback from you, our customers, it's important. So it gives our entire team some feedback and, and let them know how they're doing as well. There's some superstars here, but, maybe there's some people that need some TLC. And so we need to address those things. So With that, thank you very much for taking that survey. I put the link in the chat here this morning, so you can click that. I also sent out some emails earlier last week. So if you did have a chance to take it, thank you very much for taking the time to get that done. It gives us some tremendous feedback and improvement on what we do. Okay. All right. So we moving along. I also want to bring up there's a new feature in the Spark platform under the settings. They sent out an email recently about two-factor authentication. And I think it's really important because what I've realized is many of you may not be logging out, and you've got PHI and PII listed in here on your computer. So if you accidentally leave your laptop open or lose your laptop or leave it in the coffee shop, you want to be able to protect your client's information. That's a big no-no. So the two-factor authentication is recommended. So if you go up to this side here on the right side, it says what's new on Spark. You've got the two-factor authentication. You can click that and it gives you, it'll take you to settings. So you just go down to settings, and then the two-factor authentication here is on the bottom right corner. You can click that and it will give you the opportunity to do an authenticator app, which is my personal choice. I use Google's Authenticator app. So it gives you a code and then you just punch in that code. Or you can do an SMS text message. So the system text messages you and lets you put in that code, or you can do an email. So whatever's best for you. I do highly recommend a two-factor authentication in anything that has customer data, anything. So whatever that looks like, if the option is there to do the TFA, or the 2FA is what we call it, the two-factor authentication, I do highly recommend it, and get that going. The other thing I wanted to share with you today is on HPM Shop, we've got a new feature that just launched last week, and it's in partnership with SelectRx. Now, SelectRx is an additional service that you have during the onboarding and information process that you do with your clients. So for instance, when you're going through the application for somebody that you're helping with a new beneficiary, if you go down to, for instance, if you go down to the medication side of it, if they have six or more medications, then you have the opportunity of inviting them to enroll in SelectRx. Now, SelectRx is an online virtual pharmacy that basically creates blister packs for all of your members, and it runs off of their insurance. They don't have everybody, but they do have certain carriers, and it'll list it there if they're eligible. And all you have to do as an agent is give them the phone number that pops up and says, hey, if you're interested, not only can we set you up with a mail order pharmacy, but the pharmacy will actually put each morning, afternoon, night, evening, what medications at that time in little blister packs. So all they have to do is at lunchtime, they rip it open and it has all their medications that they need to take at that time. So for compliance and adherence for medications, it is phenomenal. It is absolutely wonderful. And it's an additional service. And I'm doing this additional service that you're giving your clients to create that stickiness, right? Like, I can't leave Justin because he hooked me up with this blister pack situation. So it's really important. And John just put in the chat that the phone number is unique to each client. So they're tracking it to make sure that, the service is getting in there and processed properly. So it's a really, really cool service. So if you do see that pop up, it's because your member has 6 or more medications and may be on a plan that you're choosing that they're eligible for with SelectRx. And again, there's no cost for the member. It's the same medication cost as what they would pay at the pharmacy anyway, except it's all completely organized, automated, and shipped right to their house in the blister packs that I had mentioned. So I thought it was a fantastic service. So we did our due diligence and got that all set up and aligned on HPM Shop. So you'll see that pop up as an additional service. Just wanted to let you guys know, hey, what is SelectRx? Now you know what it is. And we have that opportunity to kind of help our clients a little bit further down the road. So with that, We do have a special guest on the line. I did see her hiding somewhere. Where is Heidi? Is Heidi on? There she is. I see her. And I'm going to make you a presenter, Heidi. And I don't know if Heidi is joined by Quan. I do know that Quan was invited as well. But Heidi, can you hear us? Okay, so hopefully she's going to try to get on here. All right. So while she's trying to get on there, Heidi, I've got no audio, so just so you know. So you're there. Might have to call in. Maybe Nick or John, you can kind of reach out to Heidi to see if we can get her on there as well. I'd appreciate it. But in the meantime, so Rosie's asking, why not offer it to everyone? SelectRx. So SelectRx just has their business model set up. You know, it's hard to make blister packs for clients that have less than 6 medications. For them, it's not profitable enough to do what they do. They actually used to be 8 medications, so a minimum of 8 medications. Now they dropped it down to a minimum of 6, so that's really fantastic. And then she's asking, but the meds have to be input into shop, correct? Yes. So you have to punch in those medications. It will help with the transfers, but in either case, you'll get that phone number, and all you have to do is tell your member to call it. You don't have to be on the line. You don't have to call with them. You don't have to call for them. All you have to do is just call in, or sorry, just share that number for them to call in. And they'll call in. They'll automatically know it's your client. And the medications should transfer from shop into that system that they're reading, and they're going to re-verify the medications. As far as the health plans are concerned, they're still in negotiation with several health plans. They don't have all the health plans. It's just, it's a pharmacy, you know, plain and simple. They have to do what they got to do as far as paperwork and compliance and all that fun stuff when it comes to, you know, medications and things like that. There are also other states that do not allow this type of service in, and so they're not available in certain states as well. But we're going to have that information over to you. If you need more information on this, please send it over. But we're going to create a little mini training deck for you guys to go through on SelectRx, so you guys know how to run this. Lauren is asking, do they have Creole speakers? Yes, from what I understand, they do have multi-language capabilities there at SelectRx. So all you have to do is give them the number, and they have a translation team. They did mention that they speak most of the major languages in the United States, and I'm assuming that Creole is going to be one of those languages to help out. So shouldn't be a problem there. All right, so looks like Heidi's reconnecting. She's trying to join us here. All right, Sergio says, do you need a minimum of medications to use it? Yes, again, it's 6 medications. You have to have a minimum of 6 medications. If you have 5, it's not going to fly. So 6 or more medications is what will make this thing work, just so you guys know. All right. So Heidi's going to join. In that instance, I do want to kind of go back to, you know, creating that stickiness for your clients, remembering that, you know, every additional service that you have that you're adding to your clients, your book of business, is going to create retention. This business is 100% about retention, 100%. Otherwise, just go out and sell televisions or timeshares and get your commission one time and then, you know, churn and burn. But this business is 100% about retention. So what are you doing to retain your clients? Like, ask yourself that. What is your action plan? What are you doing right now that is making you different? Looks like Heidi, she can hear us, but well, we can't hear her. She's not on mute. There may be, let's see. Phone audio. Okay, there's a dial-in version, and I'm going to put that in the chat here for you, Heidi. So let's see, maybe you can dial in instead. There we go. Put that in there. Okay, she's dialed in. Huh, very strange. Let me see. Heidi. It is a new system, guys, so I appreciate everyone. Okay. Let's try that. Heidi, can you hear us?
Good morning. Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you. Thank you so much for your patience.
No, I was texting Nick. This so stinks.
Oh, yeah. It's a new system, so it takes some time to get used to it, and we're still learning it too. This is like only our fourth call or fifth call on it. So thanks again.
Got it. Thank you, everybody, for your patience. I was having technical difficulties, but since I'm in, I just want to say real quick, because I know you are almost coming to the end of your meeting, but I wanted to say, since I haven't spoke to many of you, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Three Kings Day. Just to recap that, since I haven't spoken, to most of you. So hopefully you had a great holidays and you're ready to attack this OEP head on. So having said that, I think Justin mentioned it earlier, but we are having a METSUP training for Florida Blue this Thursday in the morning, and at 10 in the morning, and it's imperative that everybody registers at least 24 hours in advance. Otherwise, if you try to log in the day of without pre-registering, you won't be able to log in. So I just want to make sure that everybody is aware of that. And because of all the changes that have happened, regulatory, industry-wise, benefit-wise, we saw a lot of more sales on the MedSup side. So that's why we want to make sure that HPM agents are aware and are able to diversify their book of business. I understand everybody's going after the MA business, but every so often you're going to find people that are asking for supplements. And having seen these numbers across the board, I think everybody had a lot more sales on the MedSup than we were expecting. So that tells you that there's people in the market still looking for MedSup, and if you are not very versed on it, I highly encourage you to log into our training so you can get better on the MedSup. You know, there's unique features to the Florida Blue MedSup. Like, for example, you have the 30-day back guarantee. If you don't like the supplement, there's something that goes wrong, you don't like it, you want to go back to wherever you were, they give you the money back within 30 days. You can still have your silver sneakers, the same age forever, that basically as long as you stay in the plan, no breaking coverage, the premiums really overall stay more or less the same. They don't have incredible hikes because of age. So there's a lot of benefits to the supplement. And as I understand it, I think in the middle of AEP sometime last year, Ben was able to turn off the MedSup because apparently the MedSup was off for everybody at HPM. So it's good for awareness, and now it's on the shop and you're able to sell it. If you want to know how to sell it and know the benefits and how to work, I highly encourage you to log in this Thursday morning to learn more about Blue.
Awesome. And I posted the link in the chat, guys. So if you want to register, I called it out. Just go into the chat, click it, and register now. Don't wait. And the other thing too, if you don't have Florida Blue, because there's some crazies out there, Heidi, that don't yet have Florida Blue. I don't know why, but Florida Blue, you can request your contract by emailing contracting@askhpm.com, and it's one contract and it comes with all products. Is that right?
It comes with the Medicare side of products, yes. So you will have the Medicare Advantage and then the supplements as well. And last year in AEP, we added the PDPs to the contract.
Got it. So anything on the Medicare side, it's one contract, correct?
Correct.
Awesome. So you can request that. Just shoot an email over to contracting@askhpm.com and we'll get you set up with your contract as well. Nick is reminding us this is for HPM only. So this is an exclusive training for HPM agents. Make sure that you register in the chat that we just clicked on or posted here. And if you're unfamiliar with MedSups, that's fine. You're going to get a crash course in that, and we want to make sure that you're able to do that. And John's reminding us that it is on Shop, so you have an enrollment tool that you're already using. You just need to add in Florida Blue on there, and you can do the full Medicare supplement application on HPM Shop. And by the way, MedSup contract or applications are not the easiest. They're complex. There's a lot of different ways that you can do it. So having an enrollment platform that understands that is important. So thank you for that, Heidi.
Of course, thank you for the opportunity, and you will have somebody in corporate, even though I'll be there co-hosting, the person that will be presenting is somebody that is very versed on Medigap. So it's the perfect person to ask questions about guaranteed acceptance, or can you go up and down the letters? I know some carriers don't allow you to do that. So again, you don't have to be super versed. Even if you're extrovert, we take all levels. If you're familiar or not very unfamiliar with the MedSup, just join in. It's always good to know. You never know which client is going to show up next, and what if you get the next client is a supplement and you're not very versed. So this is the time to get that learning going for sure. So thank you everyone for your time, and I hope to see you on Thursday morning.
Well, Heidi, I'm gonna ask you a couple of hard questions, if that's okay.
Sure.
You have been a phenomenal partner for us at HPM and also for many of the agents on this call. And we understand that the landscape at Florida Blue is changing. We did get, the agents got an email regarding commission changes at Florida Blue. And many of our agents may not have read that, or are confused and they don't understand it. So would you mind taking a few minutes just to kind of address the commission changes at the Florida Blue Medicare Advantage side?
Definitely. I can definitely do that. So I just want to make sure that in the case that you haven't read the email, I want to give you the date. I want to say it went out December 17th, 18 is around that time. Basically, Florida Blue Medicare decided to update the commission schedule for 2025. There are some markets that were impacted, including Broward and Orlando markets, so that's important to call out. So, for example, in the Broward County and the Orlando market, and by Orlando I mean Orange, Osceola, and Seminole counties, are the counties that were heavily impacted. Basically, we won't be paying commissions for those counties. We're only going to be paying renewals, and the commissions that we do pay for those counties will be for the Patriot PPO and for the MedSups, for the supplements. Now, for the rest of the state, we are going to pay commissions, but we won't be paying commissions for T65 for people that are new for Medicare. So if somebody that is brand new, please understand that that won't be happening as far as commissions. There's 5 counties that we will remain paying commissions fully, including for the T65. And those 5 counties that are basically not impacted at all are Lake Marion, Sumter, Polk, and Hillsborough. So those 5 counties have no commission changes whatsoever. Then remember, the markets that got heavily hit were Orange, Osceola, and Seminole, and Broward, where we won't be paying commissions at all, only renewals in those counties. And then for the rest of the state, stays the same, but T65s will not be paid going forward, starting March 1st.
Okay. So all these changes are impacting on March 1st?
Correct. Starting March 1st.
Okay, great. So we still have time. Yeah.
Business, everything is fine there. It will be March 1st effective going forward. And for the markets that I mentioned, the ones that are really we won't be paying commissions, just renewals, is Broward County in South Florida. And then in Central is Orange, Osceola, and Seminole.
Absolutely. So Sergio mentioned that in 2024 they had an increase of 5% on sub sales. Sergio, is that in Florida Blue in general or HPM? Not really sure where you got that data. Joe's asking, what about Tampa and Florida Blue? You already mentioned that. So Tampa Bay market, you've got Hillsborough that is not affected at all. So it's business as usual.
Correct.
There.
Polk
Mm-hmm.
County and Hillsborough are not affected at all. The rest of the Tampa area, they will still get commissions on everything except the T65. People that are brand new.
Yeah, so he's asking no T65 at all counties. What's the logic behind that? He says it seems counterproductive. Do we know why?
So please, I want everybody on the line to understand from the get that please, I'm an insurance agent just like yourself, and believe me, I'm on your side 100%. If reaction, imagine what was my reaction when I learned the news. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So I'll say this. Those of you that understand the business, you understand that for the first 2 years of somebody that is in Medicare, the carriers, we just get a flat fee. We don't get risk adjusted. As you know, ACA, we have a pipeline coming of T65 people on a monthly basis, and that's definitely made a financial impact. So that's a way to steady the boat. Pretty much, that's what's happening on the T65.
Yeah, so in essence, T65s, and this is from what I know on from being on the MSO side, it takes about 18 to 24 months for a new T65 member to be coded properly, which means that for some health plans, they actually lose money for people that are turning 65, even though the carriers spiff you guys on getting a T65. Now it's over $700 for a new to Medicare. That's the going rate here. But that doesn't mean on the profitability side and the risk management and the health side of it, that it's a profitable sector of the business. So what Heidi's alluding to is, it's nice to get people coming into the system for the first time, but sometimes, and in Florida Blue's case, they're finding that it's negatively impacting their company. So we get it.
That's in essence what it is, Justin. It's members are not risk adjusted, and we're losing money on T65, unfortunately. So this is a way to, put a Band-Aid in the meantime.
Yeah, absolutely. And we expect, you guys to course correct throughout the rest of the year. And then, for the plans that you guys are designing now for 2026 is going to be, obviously taking all that into consideration. So again, no Medicare Advantage commissions starting March 1st for Broward, Orange, Osceola, and Seminole counties, all products. For the rest of the states,
all products except Patriot PPO and MedSup.
Right. And then, okay, so that's also for Broward, Orange, Osceola, Seminole, the PPO and SUPs are
correct.
Commissionable. Okay, got it. So
HMOs and MedSup are still paid in the whole state.
Got it. Okay, so PPOs and SUPs payable throughout the whole state. T65s are not payable anywhere except for those states that are commission exempt. And those were Lake Marion, Sumter, Hillsborough, and Polk counties. Did I get that right?
Correct.
Wow.
Correct.
I'm sharp today, Heidi. Mary's asking, does Blue Cross Sup do they offer a gym membership? Or is that no?
Yes, it's the Silver Sneakers, which you have to ask.
Okay, great. So is there an additional cost for that or no?
Yes, there is an additional cost, but that's why I want everybody to come to the training Thursday so we can go all through this information and ask all the questions that you need to.
Outstanding. So show up on Thursday, 10 a.m. The link is in the chat. Click there, register now. Don't forget to do it. And because we gotta make sure that we're sharp on the subs. So Heidi, thank you so much again. And thanks for letting me torture you with this new technology. I always find it fun.
Yeah, I always find it very challenging on my side.
All good. You did fantastic. You did fantastic. You're very welcome. All right, guys. So with that, I hope you have a fantastic Monday morning and a productive week here at HPM. Again, we're here to help you in anything that you need, 844-696-3975, or you can simply email us at support@askhpm.com. Please take that survey. I really, 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 really appreciate it. For those of you that take the survey, I might even have a fun little contest for those of you that give me the 3 minutes of your time to give us that true feedback. Again, the link is in the chat. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys very much. Take care.